Get some starting pitching. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Blue Jays. I am your host, Nicholas Playlog.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today, guys, we have to answer this question. What in the hell are we going to do with Tanner Roark?
You know what? This video is coming right about the time I thought it would.
Yeah.
Just after his first start.
Exactly. And hey, so far, my hot prediction is that he's going to be out with the rotation by May. I think is looking pretty accurate right now.
Okay.
Before we get into it, guys, and what should we do with this man? Who's going to replace him? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, press that notification bell button to be updated on everything Blue Jays as the season is underway. As well, guys, if you like to sports bet, make sure to sign up to Monkey Knife Fight using promo code TODAYJAYS. You can get up to 100% of your money back, up to $50 when you make your deposit using TODAYJAYS.
I haven't won in like a week.
I have one going on today. I think it's Ross, Stripling, and Canning. I think they both get over 3.5 strikeouts.
Okay, yeah.
We'll see.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. So before we ask the question, or I guess we answer the question, what should we do with him? I just want to shout out that we posted a little video yesterday, a little 2.5 minute thing, kind of breaking down his pitches, and basically the verdict is he's really, really bad. He is past his prime, and so I delved a little bit further, and I looked into his Baseball Savant profile. It is god awful, man.
Bad,
and when you go from 2016, they have this beautiful little thing, the percentiles. And when you go from 2016 to 2017, 2018, 2019, like up until now, you notice that the percentiles of everything declines to the point where after one start, this past start where he got absolutely demolished, he is in the 1%, so that is the worst percentile possible of expected ERA, expected slugging, expected barrel percentage, or actually just barrel percentage, and in the 3rd percentile of expected batting average. So I know that a lot of us are like, oh, he had one bad start. No, I think that he's actually had the worst start of any pitcher so far this year.
Yeah. It's bad, guys.
It's bad.
It's like, and you look at even like what his pitches are doing and like the averages against his pitches, they keep ticking up every single year.
Yes.
He's just not a pitcher anymore. We were watching the game. He can't locate. He can't command. He can't deceive. Everyone's like, oh, this is batting practice today. That's a term you use to against a pitcher when you're like, oh, this should be an easy cookie. No problem. And it was. So we obviously cannot pitch him in the rotation anymore. So what are we going to do with actually Tanner Roark? Where the hell do we put him in the bullpen? What do we put him? Do we DFA him? What are we going to do with him?
Here's the problem right now, man, is and this is why I think a lot of us were screaming over this past offseason, get some pitching, get some starting pitching, so that we don't have to play Tanner Roark. But right now, Robbie Ray is still hurt, although he is coming back later this week. Nate Pearson's still hurt, and Thomas Hatch. Now, I think that when all those guys are healthy and ready to go, Roark is 100% gone.
So where do we put him? Do we just send him off the team, or
it's like when they're back?
When they're like, once, because like our options obviously are Ray, Pearson when they come back. You even got options with Hatch and K like as options for coming back. Zoick maybe.
Yes.
So if we can squeeze him out, what do we do with Roark?
I think he needs to get DFA'd.
Yeah. I think he's got to leave the team.
Yeah, realistically, it's like when all those guys are back, that would mean that we would have Ryu in the rotation, we'd have Ray in the rotation, Matt's in the rotation, Stripling, and then potentially Zoick and also Thomas Hatch.
Yeah.
That's 6.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like we don't need him anymore. And I'll be honest, man. All those guys that I said, minus Ryu, they have a lot of question marks associated with them as well. But Tanner Roark is no longer a question mark.
Yeah, no,
we know what he is.
We know, and he's definitely done. And honestly, I agree. DFAing him is the best way possible because, like, before this season, I was like, oh, we'll just put him in the bullpen. But I don't want him facing anybody. This guy literally gives up games. He gives up innings. He just allows us to lose. And you just got to get that, like, I hate to use this word, but that cancer off the team. Like, it's literally killing our team.
Here's the thing, you know, it's like we had Stripling go this past week, and he had a bad outing. He pitched 3.1 innings, gave up a decent amount. But I was looking at his Baseball Savant page. 25% expected slugging, 15% barrel percentage, 21% expected ERA. that's bad, but it's not 1% bad. You know, it's like at least, okay, like there's some room to grow here, right?
Yeah.
With Roark, it's just like there's actually nothing left in the tank. And that's, I think that we're evaluating this from a standpoint of, like, I don't think he's ever going to pitch under 5.5 ERA ever again.
Never. No,
Like,
he's not. He's not, man. And, you know, because now that he's like, we've decided he's off the team, okay? So you brought up all those replacements. Now, who would you kind of, what are you looking at? Like, who do you want to be a lock in that, like, kind of rotation once Roark's gone?
Well, Ryu. Yeah, I mean, like, again, and that's the thing with all these question marks, I got to see what they do, right? It's like
Steven Matz, though, is looking a bit better.
Steven Matz is looking a bit better, but once again, you know, it's like after one start, he also had a Roark-esque season last year, so it's like we got to see some more from him too, but hopefully he can figure it out. TJ Zoick and Thomas Hatch are very interesting. We just actually haven't seen much of them in the major leagues. Like both of them have like 30 innings under their belt. They've been good innings.
They've been good. Yeah, I agree. Like with TJ Zoick, yes, he had like 4 innings this season against the Yankees, and it's like, that's nice.
Yeah.
I think it deserves another look at.
Sure.
But again, like once, you know, the big boys of Ray and Pearson come back, there's that last lonely 5th spot. And Stripling, as much as I didn't like his outing the first time around, I need to see, again, more from him. So I think there's going to be a constant battle. Who's going to replace that, I guess, what was supposed to be Roark's role going into the season? Who's going to replace it? That's going to be the story going on, because there's no way Roark is going to be in that spot.
Well, frankly, I think that we can run a 6-man rotation, dude. It's like Ryu loves his rest anyways. He always pitches better that way. And I mean, like, we don't want to give Nate Pearson too much work, and like I feel like there are some injury-prone guys on this squad. You know, it's like having that 6-man option. I'm definitely down for. I think my question to you though is like, now that we know what Roark is, and I felt like we all knew, man.
We all knew.
We were like, Atkins, we know. What do you know that we don't know?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I got a secret. He's got to do a secret knuckleball pitch. It's gonna fix. And everyone's trying to be like, oh, what if we just like add a different pitch to him? There's nothing that's working, guys.
Yeah. We were joking the other day about the super curve.
Yeah,
the super curve. That's not an actual pitch, and I don't think he's actually gonna try that.
That super curve will get clobbered. It's a 40-mile-per-hour lob.
Yeah. But either way, man, obviously we still got these injuries. Do we give him another start?
Roark?
Yeah.
I think we have to, just because of the timeline of people returning, right? You still have Ray, like, he still is questionable return against the LA Angels. So, and Pearson, obviously, he's not even in the conversation of coming back yet.
Right.
So, I think he is going to get another start, but that one start, and then once Ray comes back, I think that's it, man. I think Ray is the key for him being out of the rotation.
Well, because isn't Ray coming back this week, though?
He should be, but there's some question marks still. There's no like confirmed like he's gonna be back in the LA Angels.
That's true, you know, and also, right, like what if Ray comes back and gets rocked, or what if TJ Zoick gets rocked again, or not again, sorry, but you know, he does. It's like, I think that it's probably like we have to give him one more try because we don't have those guys anymore. Yeah. But I mean, and
that's the problem where you don't get starting pitching.
That's the problem. That's the problem, Ross Atkins. What aren't you getting?
No, it's and here's the thing too. It's like you know, they said it on the broadcast the other day. It's like, yes, we're not fully there yet. Honestly, like fully there yet is in a World Series contender. You look at our defense, we're not fully there yet. Obviously, our pitching is not fully there yet. So we're not. It's not like we're wasting good years out of our offense. They're still like developing as players, all around players, and our pitchers aren't fully there yet. So as much as we like hold them to high standards, we're not there yet. But there is one thing that we can all agree on, is that we are past the days of Tanner Roark, and he needs to go.
Yeah, I think that's definitely within our control, and you know, a good team. I know that like good teams, they still have bad pitchers, like one of them, but not bottom 1% bad.
Not bottom 1%. This guy got to go, and he's going to be DFA'd. He's going to be cleared. No one's going to pick him up, and his season, or not his season, his career
probably
is going to be over.
Yeah.
So guys, let us know in the comments down below. What do you think we should do with Tanner Roark? And when? And who's going to replace this man? Because there's a lot of options that we do not know the confirmed answers to. So let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, and you can also check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. And please make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below, the whole shebang. Also, all of our social media pages. Please make sure to to check those out. And if you do want to become a Patreon member for $3 a month, you can hop on there. You can call into the Wine Unwind. It's a lot of fun, man. And also, too, Monkey Knife Fight. Losing some money on there. We're always talking about our bets and stuff. We'd love it if we could share our misery with you guys. So that would be a good time for sure.
I'm hoping this. I think 4 strikeouts aside, because we've been striking out. I think Stripling could strike out 4. I mean, it's doable in that bottom half.
Absolutely,
of the
man.
for
And
LA.
also too, if you guys liked that video that we posted yesterday, that little 2.5 like breakdown of Tanner Roark, let us know. We'll probably be making more of those. And if you haven't checked it out, then please make sure to do so.
Yeah, guys, and thank you so much for watching.
And go Jays!